All right. You know, I'm really proud of the guys. It's emotional time, obviously, when you lose your last game. But we competed like crazy. It's not easy playing 2 games in a day, especially in this magnitude and the pressure and all that kind of stuff that goes along with the regionals. But man, we competed like crazy. Trevor pitched his tail off. Obviously didn't throw last week in the tournament. Just never got to him. Not because of anything, lack of faith or anything like that. Just guys threw well, Jesse and Robbie and Caleb. So. To have a week off and then come out today, I mean, he made one bad pitch, and the guy made him pay. But I mean, that's what you do when you play the number 2 team in the country. But he pitched his tail off. I'm really proud of him. I mean, he's come such a long way in the last couple years, and to have the year that he had and to finish it here, I'm really proud of him. And then the offense just competed. I mean, we had opportunities. I mean, Drew threw phenomenally well. Obviously, you look at his numbers all year. All the reports that we had and people we talked to just said he was the real deal, and he came out there and made big pitches when he needed to. But we had some opportunities, some chances. We just couldn't get the big hit. And obviously with Birdie coming in there at the end, I mean, you don't see that kind of guy every day. In fact, you probably might see him once in a lifetime. And man, we competed like crazy against him. We had a chance. And I never felt like any of the at-bats were bad at-bats. I mean, we were right there. So I'm proud of this group to break the school record for wins, to go back to another regional championship. I told the guys, 2 years ago, I don't think anyone in the country knew who Wright State was, and that's not the case anymore. And we talk about leaving a legacy and elevating the tradition, and this group has done exactly that. And this atmosphere was phenomenal. The fans here are great, and I wake up every morning. I almost made it. I wake up every morning just wanting these guys to have the greatest experience and to make memories that are going to last them a lifetime. And, this weekend and this year, they've done exactly that. And I'm grateful, very grateful for all of them and all the hard work and the things that they sacrifice, and bring a lot of joy to me and my family, to be around them. And it's always tough to lose a bunch of them, and we got some good ones that are leaving that mean a lot to me, and I put a lot of time and effort in to make this experience enjoyable for me. So I'm extremely grateful, but extremely, extremely proud of them and how they competed today.
We're going to open up for the players now.
Ron, talk about what you guys saw from Harrington. Maybe talk about the game plan and once you were out there, what he was doing.
Coming into the game, we didn't know much about him, but he pitched his tail off. I mean, that's one of the best pitchers we've seen all year. Located very well. Off speed was good. I thought we put some good swings on it. Just some balls didn't fall our way. And I thought I thought he pitched just as well too. So game could have gone either way, but unfortunately it didn't go our way.
Ryan, can you appreciate what Coach was saying at this moment that your career is over now, that you have taken Wright State to the
Yeah, when I came here 2 years ago, my JUCO coach had no idea who Wright State was. And I think now they do. So, we broke the school record for wins against Ohio State. So, we outdid all our goals that we set.
Trevor, how tough was that to pitch on that much rest? Was there anything you had to fight?
I felt a little rusty. It's different throwing a pen and then coming into a game, especially against such a good team like Louisville. So there's a little rust in the beginning and settled in a little bit, but I just competed, and that's what I always do. So,
Ryan, a loss is a loss, but do you take any pride, any satisfaction out of getting to birdie and putting up a fight at the end?
That's what we've done all year. We're going to fight till the last pitch. This team's awesome, and like Coach said, no one knew who we were, and we wanted to show who we are, and I think the whole country knows now.
Sean, because it has elevated so much, how tough of a decision will it be if you are a first or second round pick on Thursday to leave the school?
I haven't made any decisions yet, but I imagine I love this place a lot. Imagine it will be a tough decision.
know how much of the other games you got to see with Louisville. Their starters had an 0.43 ERA this weekend. How tough do you think they are going forward, Ryan?
I said going in that's one of the top hitting teams in the country. So for their pitching to do that, I mean, and I think we competed right there with one of the best. So, I mean, if they beat us, I hope they win it all.
Anything else for the players? You guys can. Well,
Don't leave me.
What you got?
open back up for Coach.
Well, give us some idea what happened at the end of the fourth inning. Looked like somebody missed a sign or someone get the thrown out there.
The steal. I mean, we were just trying to put pressure. We were trying to force runs. I give my guys a lot of leeway to try to steal if they feel like they have it. I was trying to urge him to steal second when he was at first. And I just didn't. He just didn't feel like he'd get the jump, and so we were trying to put some action. We ran earlier in the game. I'm getting these games confused. I'm not really sure. Today we put a guy in motion. Guy went to cover second base, and we hit a ground ball through the 6-hole to score a run. So we're just trying to get guys moving, trying to get some infielders moving, put some pressure on them, and try to put one in the outfield, maybe score 2 or something like that. So we're just trying to put pressure. It was just part of our game, and they did a good job of throwing in the inside move at the right time.
Coach, just talk a little bit more about Harrington and what it was today that you thought.
I mean, it's amazing. Obviously, he has really good velo and got good movement, and then he can throwing every pitch for strikes when he wanted to. I mean, can pitch backwards when he wants to. He can throw in. I mean, he's just a really, really complete pitcher. Obviously tough on our lefties with the slider that he had, but he just was able to mix and throw a lot of strikes, and especially when he got into fastball counts, was able to mix some breaking balls in, which then opens up fastball later. Roger does a great job of calling pitches, but that guy's got to execute. He did a phenomenal job of executing, and obviously the velo and everything that he has. I mean, it's tough.
You've played them twice now this year. You've seen them this weekend. What do you think moving forward? I mean, what's it take to beat, because they are so balanced this year?
I mean, it's going to be tough. I've won 2 national championships, but I also know that, the 2 teams that I went to the World Series on that were the best teams I went on didn't win it. So you just got to be hot. But they're so tough 1 through 9, and such a great defensive team. I mean, the guys, the outfield can really run and run balls down. The infield, the guy at third is extremely agile and can move off the ball whenever it's hit, and obviously Harrison's good. So, they've got the complete team. I mean, a team that can really do some damage, especially with those, with those arms, and obviously Birdie at the end is really, really tough. So, I mean, I gotta think, that they're going to be one of or not the favorite to win the whole thing, so I'm rooting for them.
Anything else for Coach?
Yeah, you got hits in the first 4 innings. You left guys in scoring position in the first 3. Are you thinking at that point, eventually we're going to break through? Or are you thinking we may not get more of these opportunities?
Nah, I mean, I guess when you're pitching against these guys, playing against these guys, you're thinking, man, we got to take advantage of the opportunity. So you just kept hoping that we compete. I mean, you did it for 3 straight innings. So I mean, you kind of said, okay, well, we just got to make sure we get it when we get the opportunity. We got to make the most of it, and we just couldn't do that. So, but like I said, I mean, I didn't feel like as good as Harrington pitched. Like I didn't feel like I didn't feel like we had no chance. Like I felt like we had chances. I mean, we competed. I mean, I'm proud of the guys. Like I mean, that's our MO. You know what I mean? And but their MO is they made pitches when they mattered, and that's what really, really great teams can do. And but like I said, I don't feel like we were, I mean, we had a chance. I mean, it wasn't like we had no chance at this, and that that guy dominated us. I mean, he pitched really, really well. I'm not taking anything away from him because he was really good. But I mean, we were there. We had chances. We had opportunities. But he just made the pitches when he needed to, which is the sign of a guy that has the numbers that he does and has won as many games in the ACC as he has.
Okay, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hopefully.